What up, guys? What up? How y'all doing? Kenny B here with my baby Shalia. We at Black Creative LA Black Creative Group Studios right here. Um, I want to say LA is a place that we can say that needs like a little help with the drug problem. And MacArthur Park is one of the places that needs help, right? And even if when I look at some of the South Central places that they say the hood and all, it's not as bad as MacArthur Park.
No,
Like you can go to Compton and it's not bad as MacArthur Park.
I just went off of Central and let's say 55th.
Right.
Sorry, that sounds funny. So I was on 55th Street. Uh, I didn't see any tents except for the tent that was decorated in the people's yard for the event that I decorated. That's it. No
Because
tents. All the
LA,
way down Central.
LA get this bad rap like, well, South Central, let's say South Central, Compton, Watts, they get this bad, you know, uh, talked about thing
Yeah.
when you live outside of that. And people be like, oh, well, how is Compton? How is Watts? How is South Central? They still doing drop. I see more stuff here downtown LA that needs to be identified as ghetto, ratchet, uh, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of drug abuse, uh, a lot of illegal things going on that black people cannot do in the community. And I wanted to show how LA is trying to clean up this area, especially for the Olympics, because the Olympics is when
2028.
2028. So they trying to clean up now, and this is how bad the problem is. And I want to get into that video that I just kind of made a clip of things just walking by MacArthur Park and see what they trying to do to stop or prevent what's going on in MacArthur Park. So if we can go to that video real quick, but it's wild. They got people trying to clean this shit up. Now, this is a video of the daytime video I just showed and how they still living after it's burnt up. But that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now I can walk all the way over here and still see it. And it's not just my mind. I can walk over here and that's all you will see. Here these drug addicts, man. Look at this shit. So I'm taking you on a little walk, stroll, of how all these fentanyl heads are just, basically they done closed the gate, these down from the vendors. So, just to keep the dope fiends from being a dope fiend out here.
you say? Majority of these people that's out here, man, sitting up here using the fentanyl. They got to get it from somewhere. It ain't like they will be able to operate without the gang members being right here. But all of these people, pretty much, using drugs. That's the funny thing about it. On either side of the street, which I'm gonna go on the other side to show you, all dope fiends. If this was 18th Street, why are they letting these motherfuckers run their clientele and their money away? Make no motherfucking sense. Dope fiends. Yeah. The dolphins, the dolphins, the dolphins. Drug addicts all over the park. All over the... This is crazy. That is crazy. I don't get it. Hey. See our brothers and sisters out here doing this shit. Damn. I get the right tool. That's crazy. You gonna die smoking that shit. Put your mind, that is not homelessness. Homelessness don't have enough money to buy dope. I can walk through this whole motherfucking park, man, and walk up on people that's smoking dope. They done fucked this park up, man. Look at the trash and shit. I could walk this whole park, man, and find dope fiends just out here just smoking dope. Prime example. Picking up his EBT card. Now this is how a lot of the fires and stuff get started. Motherfuckers in here burning shit. You gonna set your hair on fire?
This bitch gonna, or him or her, whatever he is, he's gonna burn his whole self up. Look.
That's why we have LA fires.
Look at this. Watch this. Right up out the knob. Flick. He's so high, boy. He losing his pants. Look at him.
Dang.
Man. You can't tell me that, you know.
Dang, he popped up.
Yeah, this.
Oh, his pants did come off.
Man, Trump is trying to stop this. Now, this was the other night. I couldn't sleep because this dude right here. Yeah, I can't sleep around people doing that shit at night. This is what keeps me up at night. This is why I don't sleep sometimes. This is after somebody threatened him. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this after somebody shitted.
Get the fuck out. I can hear it. I can see it. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. I mean, get the fuck out. Hurry up.
Now, this is look, motherfucker just come to the door, listen at the door, shit. Look, that's what we got to worry about. People coming in the house, shitting in your hallways, doing this type of shit, twisting on your doors and going into closets and shit like that, man. The door is secured. No what's that? Trespassing signs all through the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And me as a manager at a building, you know what I'm saying? This is what I got to deal with. And I'm talking about a.m. in the morning. I can't sleep. And it's just real talk because of the fentanyl problems that's going on. This I've been living in this building, same apartment for 15 years, and never none of this. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was a walk through MacArthur Park. What you gotta say, baby? You live there, so I mean,
I mean,
which
for
I mean,
me, it's definitely a drastic change. I mean, when I lived here, let's say like even 30 years ago, when Shay was little, I was told not to go over there, right? As a single female,
right.
don't go over there. There's no business for you over there. But I would take, a walk with like a friend or going over to the other side of the park to go to the playground. Uh, Fortunately for me, I don't like parks, but that's a park that you don't have to play with kids at. You literally could just go and lay down and relax and get off your feet, enjoy the sun. And that's somewhere we used to go when we first moved here and you were homeless. Like we used to be able to go and sit on the grass and have a sandwich.
But it was not like it is now.
I don't like to even drive down that portion of the street.
I I I used to go work out, right? I
Yeah.
used to go work out at this park early in the morning. Get up 6 o'clock in the morning, go work out. I can't do that now.
No.
That
It's
is the
unsafe,
element.
it's dirty,
Yeah, that
it's
is the whole element. If I go 6 o'clock in the morning, that's what I'm gonna see. That's what I'm gonna be working out around. And I'm so serious. I'm getting to the point where I'm smelling this stuff so much. It just makes my stomach sick. And I'm so serious. Like it's nowhere I'm going. I can be on the train. I can be walking down the street. It's just the smell of it's so much, and it's like this is why I say somebody need to do something about the borders. And I ain't talking about sending nobody nowhere. I'm talking about stopping this drug. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Like it's so bad. And as you see in the video, these people, I mean, the majority of those people that was right there outside that you see, all of them was using drugs or high off of that drug. You know what I mean? That area, they closed that area down. It was nothing but vendors, selling little odds and ends and certain little things or whatever.
and it's always been that
Yeah,
for more than 30 years, whether it was products, used products, new products, or drugs or IDs. It's
yeah.
always been that for
So
more than 30
it
years.
it's been a little hustle for everybody, right? So, but the drugs that's coming in right now, it's literally stopping the little hustle that the moms and pops, or the people that couldn't really, get a job or whatever, wherever they illegal, the legal status is. It doesn't matter. It was a hustle, and the drugs have taken over so bad that they
Can
can't
I
do it no
add
more.
that that's a hustle that was exclusively for non it was exclusively for Spanish speaking people.
Right, right. You can
So
go
there's
there. You can
no
sell your
one
hot
else
dogs.
selling
Yeah,
anything
you can
over
sell
there.
your the tacos on a little skillet pan with a a fire up under it or some coal or something. They
Hmm.
were able to do what they did in their country over there, and now
It
the
wasn't
drugs are
just
so
fruit
bad.
and hot dogs because the
Yeah,
fruit and hot dog man quit coming over there a long time ago. Ain't no more, it wasn't no more Respado man right there no more,
right.
you know. So the businesses that were even, say, quote unquote, healthy businesses, fruit, juices, decent food, hot dogs aren't healthy, but, there was a lot of like fresh fruit and juices there. That
I will say this:
nothing.
even the gangs will tax you for selling your little product there, but you are able to make some type of money. And that's what I feel that even though everybody was, hustling, making their money, they did the city didn't have a problem with that. They have a problem with this fentanyl coming across this border. And this is what it is, and it's becoming an epidemic. And if you don't bite down and control it right now, just imagine it might not just be L.A., California, or these southern borders uh, by the Mexico border. It can be in the Midwest. It can be on the East Coast. It is on the East Coast because I think Philadelphia is just like MacArthur Park. They got a spot in Philadelphia or somewhere like that where it's really, really
There's,
bad.
I would say that like a lot of the major metropolitan cities would have something on a probably a smaller scale
Yeah,
in their neighborhood, like their
it's
downtown, but it would be like primarily a metropolitan city
this.
where they
This
would
is
see
the
it.
thing. By me living in the Midwest, I know for a fact everything comes to the middle. So I'm sure, yes, it's there. I know for a fact it's in the Midwest. What I'm saying is the epidemic of this situation. See, here in Los Angeles, the reason why it's so
It gets
uh,
walked over here.
it it's cheaper. You
Hmm.
see what I'm saying? By the time they get it back that way, it's a little expendy, so certain people can deal with it. It's just like back in the 70s and 80s, cocaine was a white man's drug. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Until it got cheaper and they turned it to crack.
Right.
And that's when black people started using cocaine like
And
that.
crackheads and meth heads are not the same.
Not the same. And speaking of a cracked head, I want to get on to the Statue of Liberty, right? Um, the Statue of Liberty was a gift to America for ending slavery. Period, point blank. Ain't no if, ands, or buts about it. 1865, right? 1865, the
Yeah,
Emancipation Proclamation,
the Statue of Liberty came
right?
after that.
But it was commissioned in 1965. It
In,
wasn't
in
finished. I mean,
1865.
1865. But it wasn't finished until 1868,
Hmm.
okay? Because they had to send it back because they didn't want that black image of a black woman in the
Being
harbor,
free.
right? So, and the main thing, she wasn't holding up a torch; she was holding up chains.
Hmm.
So the orders was like, "Hey, whatever y'all on y'all little racist thing or whatever, man, this is my art. I still have to put that because it's an expression of what I'm trying to say." And the angles that you look at the Statue of Liberty, you will never see the chains because they, like I said, they sent it back to my, nah, you ain't gonna do this. But the artist said, nah, I'm gonna put my uh, meaning behind this, and which he did. But this is the crazy part. Drake, could you show me the show the foot? of the Statue of Liberties? Okay, boom. That's where you see the change at. That is his expression. That is his signature. That is his fingerprint. That is the reason why he made this statue, period, point blank, in order to uh, commend uh, the black people for going through all that and you freed yourself or whatever. It was a representation of that. So, my plight with this is cool. I love that. I love the French artists for doing that or whatever. Kudos. But when they sent it back and they wanted this image, right? And I started looking at this image, and it's supposed to be a lady. Can we go to the next picture of the head? Let's go to the front of the head. I have noticed something about this picture, and a lot of people never tripped off of it, but people will say, hey, man, it's Lady Liberty. I'm going to ask, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you, does that look like a lady to you? Even it's a white female lady, does that really look like a lady to you? That's one question. The second question that you can see that the little curl by her ear, that's her original hair or his hair, right? That's the original hair of this person, but you can look and see that he has like a wig or something on. It's a wig because his hair is up under that. And we know that the Greek or the European man
Wear wigs.
wear wigs in their royalness or
Country in
their.
Africa just banned them from wearing those things in their
Oh,
courtroom.
really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't remember exactly which country it was, but they now have to wear
Is it the word that
African
the
attire in
country
the
that they
courtroom.
banned the color white?
It was, I think, Zimbabwe.
So, but that's and if you look at the back of the ear, evidently it's like some type of wrap or something that's hanging down, that's holding on to
Like a
maybe
do rag with hair on the outside.
yeah.
Hmm.
You see that?
Hmm.
Because maybe even the head dressing piece, knowing that's need to be wrapped up. Let's just say that need to
They
be
did
wrapped
used to
up,
call it a headdress.
right? And then you have the headdress of the fake hair because it looked just like a George Washington hair. You see how the waves going that way and the other waves going this way, just like a wig. So okay, can I see the next picture? Yeah, I'm just trying to tell y'all, man.
And this is for entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment purpose only, and it's just my opinion. I'm just saying that, hey, man,
It's
look,
just a thought.
hey, I think it's a dude.
Things that make you go, hmm.
Is that not a dude?
I mean,
Because we could go back at the toes and look at the toes. His toe, them. I know white women got some long toes, but them were men toes.
I mean,
Okay, now look at this picture.
if you were to look at the comparisons of a lot of the other Greek male gods, supposed gods,
Hmm.
they do look very similar.
Okay, now check this out. Look at that nose structure. Is that a woman's nose structure? Look at the lips. Is that a woman's lip structure? And again, the headpiece. You see the fold of the thing that's coming down like a do rag in the back, and this fake wig thing that looked like hair as if it was a woman. Look at that. You see his hair at the ear? Look at this hair. His real hair is covering up, coming down by the ear, but this other wig piece that he has on. Look at the chin. They always talk about the male structure, the Superman. They got this bone structure, the chiseled chin.
Hmm.
Look at that chiseled chin. And that big ass man nose, and them big ass man ears, and the big ass. That's a damn man, dog. We been out here, goddamn me, forever, thinking the Statue of Liberty was a fucking woman. This is a man, dude. Look at that shit. That's a man. That's a man. I would put it this way: if that was pussy on, supposed to be the last pussy on earth, we don't know what's under that long cape thing because the type of thing over, the whatever they call it.
Robe, the toga.
Toga, yeah. That's a man.
I mean, a lot of the things are more masculine.
Okay. So I want to get into this thing with cancer going on, man. For me, it's just my opinion. This is another opinion. It's not to be facts, but because what I found out, when we talk about cancer, you know, they put it in all these different categories of what type of cancer, and
And levels that
yeah,
you're in within that cancer.
yeah, and so for me, I just maybe because I don't listen to international news as much or whatever, but I never get to hear the crisis about other countries about cancer. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about the cancers from what type of stuff that we die from. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, honestly, coronavirus, the only thing that I was aware of that we all share.
Well, I don't even think that because it wasn't in a certain countries like
Well, I'm just saying,
they
like,
didn't take it
where
off.
everyone had the possibility of getting it.
Yeah, but it was a couple of countries that didn't have it though. Remember?
No, but they all had the possibility. Like, New Zealand closed its borders. It closed the whole, it's an island, so they can
Right.
close it easy.
Well, they talk about it was airborne, so shit, fly over the water.
I mean, that's a whole nother
Enough people,
subject.
and they was burning people and trying to get rid of that in certain countries.
Well,
Like, they was doing them
yeah.
people bad. But can I see one of those statistics, bro? Because I think it's like the fructose syrup and
It's a lot
this
of things.
processed stuff that we eat every day that making us this sick. Because I remember a time that we wasn't this sick as a people.
I didn't know anyone as a child that died from cancer,
Or like
especially not another child.
it was a big epidemic. It was like never
I didn't
that.
really hear about
You get
it till
people with
like the
diabetes,
90s.
high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? That was the most thing that was going
High
on.
blood pressure, high cholesterol. Was
Yeah, stuff
probably.
like that. But
You know,
cancer,
I remember more than anything was gangrene. Like people getting
ptomaine
cane.
poison or
Yeah,
some shit like
ptomaine
that.
poison. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I just want
Toxic
to see
shock
one of
for
those
women was a
status.
thing.
Yeah, what's that, bet?
So Americans have 21% number of cases for 792,000 people.
Okay, but Asia,
Oh, sorry, 3,752,000, something like that.
right? So they saying that Asia is the highest, right? According to that, right?
Yeah, and then that's new cancer cases.
Right. So rather new or
So
old.
48%
Look at
of them.
Africa though.
It only has 5.
So what are they eating
I think because it's hot
or
there.
doing that we're not catching cancer? Well, that's the thing. I'm finna show you something else. Show me another one, Dre. Because that's the thing. When you have this on this scale, people weighing it like this, saying, "Okay, Asia got more cancer going on." You like,
As
okay,
new cases.
new cases. So therefore, what I'm saying is, rather new or old, you have to look at it like this, like why are they having this, or what type of cancer they have it? Is it
Right.
skin cancer,
Well, that I would want to
or
know.
is
Did
it
it come
lung
before
cancer? Is
or
it
after Corona?
ovarian cancer?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to put it into these categories because if we leave it just like that, they saying that all the new cases is coming from Asia.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when we look
But
at this
there's a
other,
what
the
type
other,
is.
yeah, it's the type. So it's like, oh, what are we eating and taking in our bodies
And
for this
how
other
did
one?
they become
Okay.
all of a sudden 48% new cases? What changed in their
Can you see
society?
that one?
No.
It's figure 7%. So there go the lungs. Mm,
Lung, prostate, colorectum, liver, stomach, bladder, esophagus, lip, oral cavity.
so all these are the different
Types.
categories, types of the cancer, right? Because we think about cancer. Because I'm just saying from my point of view, I'm just sitting here thinking about like why are we as an American having this problem? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I'm just researching, just figuring it out. Like, damn, okay, it's a different type of cancer because it's like, okay, yeah, black men have this prostate cancer, colon cancer type shit or whatever, but you got to put it into the woman's type of cancer where she be having breast
Right.
cancer, ovaries, and stuff
Right.
like that.
Ovarian.
So this shit is, it just go a little deeper than what you know we're looking at. And I just say the intake. So this is these are the reasons of now saying East Africa, right? Eastern Africa is saying that it has the highest percentage. So that's what then because it was just said they had the lowest,
Right, but it those are gonna be like time
right?
based.
Because it says the males, the females, the
2022.
ages. You know what I'm saying? Uh, all those things matter when it comes down trying to figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless of how they, putting it out on these scales or this data, we have to really take responsibility of what we're eating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the sun is getting certain people cancer, but that's not
No, I'm
us.
saying in Africa the sun's so hot it burn it.
But on that scale, it's just saying that they were higher.
Right, but it would depend on what type and how long ago.
Thus, I'm saying that some people cannot stop the skin cancer. We can. You
Well,
see
we
what I'm
would need
saying?
to know what.
Because like what I'm saying is skin cancer is more in the European culture in their bloodline. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, they have to do something different for that. But us, that's not us. We can't think about that, and we're not in that category. So therefore, we have to stay focused on what it is causing us: the prostate cancer, the colon cancer, the cervical cancer, and the breast cancer. And just from my research, deodorant we need to change,
Yes.
food we need to change,
Deodorant is for
detoxing.
women
Yeah,
specifically.
that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
sorry.
Uh, uh,
It's so hard though. Like,
uh,
I'm not gonna try. Like,
chemicals, processing, the perms and stuff like that in your head. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I don't
Uh,
use
that's
that.
that's what starts the thyroids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because all this coming down your spine, you got to think about it. All this start
I,
here.
I think it was Dick Gregory
Yeah.
said that.
Oh, Dick Gregory. So in hip hop news, man, the damn airplanes.
That is not hip hop news.
It is hip hop shit.
That is
That's the part of hip hop news. I'm sorry, cause nigga, I'm
not.
scared.
That is
I'm
just
scared as hell
regular
to fly
news.
right now.
I'm not gonna lie, and we were
Shit.
trying to go somewhere.
Look, look, I'm scared. AI, they might be doing a cyber war, and with the AI shit, it's just
Another plane just like caught
man,
on
these
fire the
motherfucking
other
planes. I
day.
ain't never seen planes fall out the sky this much.
What if they never were telling us and now they are?
But that's what I'm telling you. Like I feel that something is going on as they not telling us, and we're just being victims,
Some
right?
people say it's
Because
Elon Musk.
I don't know if it's Elon Musk, but we definitely the motherfuckers that's getting taxed right now or finna be taxed might have their hands into this because we've been in a cyber war with these people over since 89 or 98, something like that. We've been in a cyber war with these people, and it's a known fact. You know what I'm saying? That's why we have to have viruses protection on the certain computers. You know what I'm saying? And the other computers, you don't have to do it that much, even though it can, but because of that cyber war type thing. That's why the young man didn't want to give up his secret before he died. But
Who?
the
Oh,
person that owned Apple,
oh, Steve Jobs.
I ain't want to say his name. I ain't plugging Steve. Rest in peace, Steve.
We don't own none of that shit, so
Yeah,
we don't pay none of their bills.
yeah, that's.
Well, I don't for sure.
Miss Wallace passed away. Biggie's
Yes.
mother. She passed away recently, and who else? Mother passed away. Tiger.
Tiger's mother, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
As of today, Miss Roberta Flack, the woman who made the song that the Fugees made very popular, "Killing Me Softly," she
Yes.
passed away this morning.
Wow.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's not a
But that's hip hop news. I got
airplane
something.
crash is not.
That is hip hop news. Anything that
You know what's hip hop news is how Elon Musk sent them an email and
Hold up,
told
we
them,
gon- we
"Hey,
gon- we gon'
you
get-
better show me what you did this
no,
week."
we gonna get into that. I already got that. I got some for Elon Musk, so don't just go there.
Oh,
That's
Lord.
the whole thing. It's a format. And in hip hop news, again, I don't know if y'all ever was into it, but the guys that sang in the middle of the born, Crucial Conflict,
Mm,
hey, they got a video out. They got a song out.
really?
That motherfucker hard.
Really?
That motherfucker
I
hard,
wish you
y'all.
would have had it ready to go.
I didn't. I'm just giving the shout out,
Oh,
man. I
like
seen the
them.
video. Man, it's hard. It's hard. They old, you know what I'm saying? But you can tell, man, they still got it. The song was really, really nice and hot, and yeah, man, it's good seeing older groups like that coming together, man, and make something happen, and especially for like old folks like us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like seeing, you know, the Temptations or somebody coming back for their reunion or a new edition or something like. It's always good to see like that's what we were standing for, and even in their gray days, you know what I'm saying? They still got it. They still got it, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, dang, made me feel good. I seen it last night, and that's why I just had to make it hip hop news.
Oh, you know what? My hip hop news I forgot
Yeah.
about was Sly,
Yeah.
the Family Stone,
Mm-hmm.
and how he was able to prove to the courts that he was cheated out of royalties during his career. So he was recently awarded $5 million. I'm not sure if that's really enough, but he was living in an RV.
Yes, and
So.
hopefully that can put him on his feet in these days and times in Los
He's
Angeles.
71. I hope he can do well.
Yeah, because it
Sorry.
is kind of rough out here. A lot of people don't understand what LA could do. You know what I'm saying? LA is a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place where you can grow, you can get all your dreams come true. But it also, if you're not strong enough and you fall victim to a lot of these elements that's in the street, you know what I'm saying?
To MacArthur Park?
Yeah, to something like
You get
MacArthur
off on the
Park,
wrong
you know.
train stop and never come back.
And it can come from a heartache, you know what I'm saying? Somebody broke your heart or some shit
And
like
you end
that.
up at MacArthur Park and you never come back.
Yeah, you never come back, you know what I'm saying?
Shoot.
It ain't got
You don't even have to go to Skid Row anymore.
You know. So, let's talk about Donald Trump and his cutback on food stamps and these government assistance and stuff like that, and Elon Musk downsizing the government, and how it is not really affecting black people because we never had none of that shit anyway. we didn't depend on certain shit. We had to, hustle and survive
And I
in.
think that's where the good thing can come out of is that people can stop saying like, oh, you guys benefited from this stuff and you haven't done anything with it. When now the statistics are showing that Caucasian women, since the affirmative action, have benefited the greatest from all of the public social programs.
Yes, and and that was the big hypocrisy of people saying the things that they did say. Now, let me grant it. Let me grant say this. Yes, it was a hustle for black people at a certain time. You must realize when this came happened, right? When this happened, civil rights was just passed. And they never gave us anything for civil rights, let alone reparations,
But
uh,
welfare wasn't for black people either.
let alone. I said it was a hustle.
Yeah,
I
for
didn't say
yeah,
that they gave us anything.
yeah.
We found the hustle, just like crack was a hustle. They didn't give us crack. You know what I mean? It was a hustle. So
We had to buy it.
yeah, they put that in the hood. They didn't. We didn't get it for free.
Not free.
So, and what I know for a fact in this country, no matter where you go, they may say that it's the land of the free, but I never seen them gave no free land to us. Period.
This
You know what I
one
mean?
white man, he had said the other day,
I
he
ain't
said,
never gave us no motherfucking free land.
when I became an adult, there was not any jobs or any loans just waiting for me because I had the suit on.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true. I never had the suit on, but
So
that's what he said.
everybody's really. I ain't gonna say everybody. It's people speaking about Trump and his first few months of being in the office, or his first month being in office, and how things are going so bad or whatever. Like, if you just imagine, this LA fire situation. You know what I'm saying? People's stuff got burnt down, and we addressed that like as if it was the Biden administration. They burnt a lot of shit down.
It was still the Biden administration when it caught on fire.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So once it's burnt down, they have to rebuild shit up, and you have to understand, in order to rebuild shit, a lot of shit got to get thrown away. Some of this shit ain't good. You know what I'm saying? What you can find that's good, you keep. You know what I'm saying? But you don't keep all the bad shit that's been fucking us up. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you have to cry now and laugh later. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Cry now and laugh later, because uh, the laugh and the smile will be when your grandkids is benefiting as a real American. Everybody having an equal chance and being able to do what they need to do.
I
You know
think
what I'm
that was
saying?
the original thought that they had in civil rights, but shoot, I think like
But civil rights
yeah,
was nothing that
that's yeah,
that was something that was sitting next to a person, and that was really about, and we're gonna keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? That was about gay rights. The civil rights, or the black movement, a part about that didn't come into later. You see what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? Bayer Rustin had already set that up. And what it is, Martin Luther King came in as a guest speaker, and he was the leader of that. He was the face of it, because SNCC was really the leader of the civil rights movement. Them little kids that was going out there getting water hose and bit by the dogs. King wasn't a part of that. So when he came in and became the face of it, and they needed that to make it keep going, it is what it is, and that's how King became the face of the civil rights movement. But he was not the movement. Bayer Rustin is the one who actually was the organizer of that, and it was really about him getting caught uh, with a lot of young European males in cars here in Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying?
Pasadena
I'm
specifically,
sorry, Pasadena. So uh, and it was all that movement was about a gay march. You know what I'm saying?
which is how we get to affirmative action and
And you
DEI.
got to think about it. We are a 70 baby. So if the civil rights was 1965, we was born in the 70s. We never seen it. We didn't see no benefits from that. Matter of fact, 1980, Reagan took away all these programs that was for job training and stuff like that that they I guess they was trying to help us with. You know what I'm saying? So it left us young men with nothing to have. Then you have the mamas who seen the hustle of the welfare. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And the men had to realize like shit. I'd rather for my kids to eat than being in the house and they cutting off the little money that we gonna get because they had to make sure there wasn't no man in the house.
So, what's your opinion on Donald Trump's new thing
For as what?
that he was going to talk about?
Well, the thing is, I just feel that sometimes you gotta throw away the bad shit to get to the good shit. And I'd rather suffer and hustle and bustle what I gotta do for my kids, my grandkids and shit like that, cause I ain't gonna be here. I'd rather for this shit to be laid out when I can, you know what I'm saying? I'm a part of something that's gonna make it right.
Right.
My, I'm tired of people like this.
Right.
I'm not trying to teach my kid to be like this. If
Right.
this is what the right party, I mean the left party want to do, you know what I'm saying? With their hand out all the damn
Right.
time or whatever, I ain't a part of that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I'm a part of my mother and them teaching me to get out there and get yours. Work hard. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? No matter what it is or whatever you're
So, you
going
don't
through.
think it's wrong for Elon Musk to ask all federal employees to write a 5-point bulletin of what they accomplished last week
No,
or be
no.
considered
That's
terminated?
that. Look, because what it is, it have to be order, right? These people been operating without impunity, right?
They've been operating with
Well, I'm sorry,
impunity.
with impunity. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. And when you realize that nobody audited the IRS, you know that for a fact. Nobody done that. And here come a motherfucker saying, "Nigga, I'm auditing you. You work here at the IRS and you been doing this and this and that. You get out of here." You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying? Cause
I,
think about it. Nobody been able to do this.
I do think that
People didn't.
it's just my opinion. I think that if you receive taxpayer dollars for your job, you should have to report your accomplishments
Well, see, this is the
because
thing too, right?
we have to report our accomplishments to McDonald's.
This the thing. You don't have to, as a by law, by law, only a corporation pays taxes on its
And
employees
that's what he wants to do is get rid of the income tax for employees.
because you as a human being is not a corporation,
Right.
but by the word you use person, or you this person, you said yes and you sign your name on it. Now you are the trustee of this of this trust.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You the one that got to look over this, whatever. You the one that's gonna pay for this trust, but you're not even a corporation. You're not a Costco.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You a person that work in Costco, but they got you paying taxes as if you Costco, and that's so illegal. And of course, you get rid of the IRS because they're illegally doing things to the America. We not progressing. Do you know what it'll do to our babies where they ain't got to worry about taxes? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Being taxed, okay, whatever you spend, you got paying taxes out of that. Why would IRS take a third of my hard earning money and I'm not even a corporation? I'm just a regular old Joe. And if I ain't got no dependents, you gonna take more than that. That's prostitution and pimping. I'm sorry, I did it before. You know what I mean? You give a bitch a little few too, keep it going, make sure you do it. But nigga, you take majority of the money. She did all the work.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like, no. So, yeah, man. I think it was a great thing that you got them niggas out there checking the motherfucking hoes.
I mean, do you
He
think that
lined
it's
up.
fair
Look,
that he's
look.
not an
Hey,
actual
hey.
elected official? He's just like
Look,
his
look,
friend.
look, look. Check this
Like,
out. On a player pimp mindset, you got your assistant pimp, right? You got Donald D. Trump, the head pimp. He's in that. He got the nice house, all the cars and shit like that. Then you got his assistant pimp who got nice houses, nice cars, shit too, right? But he go out there and really check these hoes because the pimp handling other business, but he got to go out there and micro pimp these bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what you doing? Where the motherfucking money at? Then I tell you, goddamn it, you got to have this motherfucking money and the paperwork. I need to see this motherfucking paper. And it's not somebody that's biased, right?
Right.
Because he's not a part of the government. He's not a Democrat or a Republican. He's just a regular motherfucker that like get money.
And so is Donald Trump.
So the pimp is actually having this assistant pimp to go out there and regulate his money. It's a lot of money. You know how much money?
And
Look, check this out.
Crazy is
How much money did he find already?
like $380 million.
And he talking about giving some of that back to the taxpayers.
He said he wanted to send a $5,000 check to every American. So are we all claiming American for that $5,000?
Or is y'all still Mexicans? I'm just saying. He went out there and found that money.
Well, he's still, I guess, finding it.
Yeah, more money's out there to find. They got stuff offshores in other countries and stuff like. Man, he found all that money, man. He like, come on, man. That's what you're supposed to do.
I do think that's what.
And like I say, in the long run, yeah, right now we probably suffering because we seeing things being cut off that they ain't benefiting. But once that money start going and we can benefit in other places to better, especially like going to school. Think about that. They talking about, getting rid of all that old expensive ass school shit and educate our kids right.
Because they're saying, I was just listening to a teacher earlier, and like they're saying that like the kids that, let's say like our kids generation that our kids are in different time frames, but the kids that are graduating high school and going to college do not have the skills to be successful other than knowing how to do the paperwork. Right. But like the work ethics, the time, being on time,
internships and shit like that, hands-on training.
Right, but if you can't even pass the college courses due to work ethics, right, to the fact that you don't know how to buckle down and study and do different things like that. So like some of the professors at colleges are complaining that the immediate elementary school, middle school, high schools, somewhere along the line is failure because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing in college.
I believe that. But
it's like,
at the end of the day, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. There we go. At the end of the day, I just feel more of a knowing that, right now it's going to be rough, ladies and gentlemen, and we just got to bite the bullet on a lot of things. Other elements and stuff is happening. You know what I'm saying? The bird flu with the eggs and shit. Y'all got to excuse me.
Eggs is about to be $1. They're $1 an egg.
Yeah, they $12 a dozen.
Yeah.
Easy.
$1 an egg.
So, me right here? Yeah, because it was kind of fading in and out. But the last thing I really want to talk about, and we're going to be out of here, man, is could you put that last picture up, brother? The one of just the plate. I got to talk about this. Because if anybody can fool black people, man, they fool us real good, man. We buy a guy.
And we pay for it.
Man, we pay for it. Like, I'm glad I don't eat meat, flesh, and that's cool for the people that does or whatever. But man, they be playing on y'all so good. So
I almost fed into it. Thank you, Cat Williams.
Yeah, Cat
really
Williams, posed the question. Where's all these damn oxes at for these oxtails, right? And black people paying oodles of money for just oxtails.
That plate right there is about $35-$40 because it got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little pieces on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's about 35.
Now, if that was some oxes from Africa or wherever the fuck oxes live at, right? I know oxes in like Africa, the ones that we thinking about,
Right,
you know.
right.
Uh, that motherfucker in Africa and they put it over here so we can eat it, man, I would pay for that shit too.
$35.
I would pay the money for what it is. You know, somebody paid uh $80. They shipped them a pound of oxtails, and it was two fucking pieces. They was on Temu. They was like, man, don't buy it from so and so, man. They look at this. They sent me in this big old package and wrapped up or whatever, and sent me two pieces. Talking about for $80. Talking about a pound. They oxtails is. It was crazy. So
Please do not be fooled that oxtails come from oxen.
well, see, this the thing. Technically, it does. Can you show that other picture, Dre? It's so funny, but they do it because I know that's what it really is. But when you don't think about it, you don't really know. You just kind of, just go with the bullshit because you're American. You got money. You want the best. You want to.
I've never ate oxtail.
I've probably when my auntie made some. She used to eat oxtails and sauerkraut. So now y'all can see this actually is a ox, right?
No,
Because
it's a cow.
no, it's an American ox.
It's a cow.
It's American ox. A cow, even in Africa, is a ox in Africa is really a cow. It's just got bigger horns in a different way. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. So the funny thing about it, look at the back of it, says oxtail.
Oxtail, yes.
Because
I know, but those are
a
all
cow
the
is a ox.
portions from the beef,
But
from the cow.
but it
The black and white when I go moo.
exactly, but it's a male.
Okay.
It's a male.
Okay, so it doesn't have milk.
So a
So it
cow
goes
a
moo?
cow is a female.
So then we can eat oxtails?
No, it's still same fucking beef or
Oh wait,
whatever.
shoot! I'm trying to get to the exotic meat
But
part.
the thing is, like we so suckered up and thinking that we thinking it's some other type of animal.
I thought the
It's
male
just
cow was the bull cow.
yes, a bull is
Male cow,
a male ox.
but it's a cow.
Exactly, it's the same thing. Only thing is just the horns are different.
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
just
not
like
eating
it's
oxtails
it's
as long
like
as I
a
believe
woolly
it's still
mammoth
a
and
cow.
an elephant.
It's different.
Exactly.
One has fur.
Only
One
on the
was
outside.
a long time ago.
But they still elephants.
One's bigger. They're still elephants.
They still elephants.
Evolutionized, but we still have cows and oxen.
Hey, I'm just trying to tell you. So
We don't have woolly mammoths no
my
more.
my people, when you go out there and you think you eating something
You was
other
eating
than
a
that,
damn cow's tail.
just a cow's
right
tail,
where he
bro,
lifted up to take a shit.
and it's shit ride down on it and everything.
I'm good. I'll keep on eating my little fishies.
So
And my
yeah, I just
veggies.
wanted to break that bad news to whoever needed to hear this shit. You know what I'm
Flank,
saying?
shank,
If y'all
bottom,
needed to hear
top.
that, you're not really eating no like African
So
ox.
why
you
they not
just,
selling like cow's necks, like how they selling
They
the
do.
ox tail?
They do. They got the cow neck. They
I know,
certain
but
type
I'm
of
saying
tender
like
meat.
we don't be like, oh nigga, you want this ox neck? You know what I mean? Like we don't never say what's the bottom part at the bottom.
The short
The
plate.
brisket. Oh, the
Oh.
brisket. We
Oh.
eat, but like, just think about it though. Like, nobody be like, "Oh, here go that cow neck plate." Nobody say, "Here go the neck plate."
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time that we say goodnight. And hopefully all is well to everybody out there, man.
Yes.
Hopefully this message get out to y'all in a very, very peaceful, happy way where you can laugh and think, you know.
But not over oxtail.
Yeah, just, maybe you can stop eating that. You know what I mean? Or just go chop off your own damn.
One time
Cut,
Shay
sorry.
made that for somebody, like for a gift or whatever. That shit stinks.
Yeah, it's right by the asshole. So,
That's nasty.
in the great words of Prince T. Rogers, sometimes you, sometimes me, always us. 1 2 1 2. Forgive me, for I have already forgiven myself. Peace.